everyone, it's Witchy Cat Lady here in Spirit Guides. Today we're doing the Ultimate Beginner's Guide. This guide was a collaboration of the entire Spirit Guides community. It is a huge shout out to every member in the Discord server. If you are not already in the Discord server, go ahead and join that. You can ask all kinds of questions in there. And to find the Discord server, you're going to want to go to the game page of Spirit Guides on Roblox, and if you go down on the About section, this is on PC, but it should be pretty similar on mobile, but you're going to be looking for this icon, the little blue icon with the controller, that is to the Discord server. If you have some additional questions or you just want to follow up on some of the things that I've talked about here, chances are that I do already have a video on it, or I will very soon. I did struggle to find a perfect order for all of this information. I'm going to do my best to get them categorized into chapters for you. It will probably be a lot of chapters, and I will get those timestamps in the description. If your question is not answered by the titles in the chapters, you might want to skip down to something that I'll call like other questions or last minute questions, or something that'll be near the end of the chapters. There's no trading. So if there's no trading, you can't get scammed. And it's also free to play. There are things that you can spend Robux on, but it's all cosmetic stuff. It'll be things like skins for your spirit guides, different titles that you can equip, like some in here. A lot of them are free or in-game currency, but some of them are Robux. All of it goes directly to supporting the game. If you do want to support the game more, we do have a donation leaderboard down here. Real quick before we get into how to start your quests, I do want to show you the settings. The gear icon, you have settings to choose from. You can turn the music on or off. I usually have it off just because I play a lot of games on mute, but the music is absolutely beautiful, and most likely I've overlaid that onto this video. You have graphic settings of high and low, so depending on your personal preference. Other options you will see in here will be like death messages, summon achievements, and spirit chat. That stuff does show up in here. I will get more about the death messages later. There is a bit of a sense of humor in here. The spirit chat, yes, your spirit guides do get chatty sometimes. As you can see down in here, I've had a few that have asked me questions or even gotten a little sassy. If that gets to be too much, or you just don't want your chat flooded with it, you can turn that off. You can also turn off death messages and summit achievements, which a summit is when you go all the way to the end of the path without dying, which is not something that I enjoy, but others enjoy it. So now that that is out of the way, you've just logged in. This is your first time in. Where do you get started? Well, first off, there are these boards here that talk about the spirit abilities. You can read that first if you want to. But most people just go straight into, okay, how do I get started? So you'll see a cutscene that'll guide you up here to one of these NPCs. This NPC up here is Mogie, and for the longest time I called this poor fella Maggie. we don't talk about that. But you talk to Mogie and you'll get some dialogue and you'll get a quest. So here is a big tip. The dialogue, you can skip it. You can click or tap to skip it if you want to. I do recommend, especially as a new player or if you're getting a new quest, please read the dialogue. There will be information in there that you will need about the quests, but when you get your quests from an NPC or something else that you've interacted with, we do have some hidden secret scrolls around, and I'll throw up a random screenshot of what one of the scrolls looks like. But your quests will be up here in this tab. It looks like a little book. Right now I only have one because I've completed all of the quests there are to complete, but this is where they will be, and you will be able to click on individual ones to see information about the quest telling you what to do. And with your first quests, your very first one will be really easy. There will just be some pages here to pick up. Up here will also give you quests very early on, and you'll come back to both of these. But you will then get these little icons that will appear on your screen if you move around. And those are indicators, markers of where you need to go. They'll look like little diamonds. There are different little diamond map indicators that you will see on your map as you get quests. This is one of them here in the end game of it. Is a red circle. You get this when you get to the bounty hunting. That's not something you'll experience as a new player, but you will have, and I'll put up screenshots thanks to the community, yellow, pink, and sometimes red or blue diamond markers. The yellow ones are when you have to go interact with something or collect something for a quest. You'll see those most often. A lot of yellow and some of the pink. There are a few quests that will give you red and blue markers for those specific side quests. They're choices. It'll be like a light path or dark path choice. So we have some examples of the dots on the map. So our map is this little icon right up here. It looks like a little map, coincidentally. For anybody who's new here, yes, sometimes I'm a little sarcastic, and sometimes some people have a hard time telling if I'm being sarcastic or not, and that's just part of the game, isn't it? So you can open this map with the little map icon. You can also close it if you just wanted to look at the map. You can close it just by clicking the map again. So let's open it back up, and you'll notice I have everything unlocked that I can unlock. We have places that once we've unlocked them, we can fast travel to them. We call it fast travel here, not teleport, but you know, if you call it teleport, you know, some of us still do too. We get zoomed over there. You can fast travel to multiple locations on the map once you've unlocked them. One tip that a member of the community has asked me to include, once you've unlocked Elfin Falls, you'll notice there are these little tents. Those are fast travel locations as well, and this will be crucial for teleporting to at different points of your gameplay. Another thing that you'll want to know is that there is a north, south, east, and west, as you can see at the top of the screen. On the map, that might be a little confusing for some people. North is not straight up here. North is more in this corner here. So south would be down here, that would be west in that corner, and then east down here at this corner. So if you know that this top right corner is north, that will help you out a lot. Okay, so now you're at a point where, hey, we've done Mogie's quests, we've gone up, we've done those little things. I have some spirits now. And the spirits you're going to have are going to be some of these little guys that I've actually equipped different skins on. So you're going to have Rhneock, that's going to look a little bit different than what I have here. And you're going to have Foxvik. And as you can see, you can switch back and forth between your spirits. You can have up to 4 ready to be equipped at any time. This is very, very handy as they all have different abilities. And if you did not catch that, because I probably did not say it, you access your spirits through the map menu. You will see they are all right here. And when you click on them, they will show you their ability and give you just a little bit of info about it. And this is also where, if you've purchased skins, that you can go in here and you can change the skins out. And if you want to change the spirit, go down here and click swap on the spot that you want to swap. And why is it not working? There it goes. I just lagged a little second, but that's how you do it. You just click the spirit you want to add, click swap on where you want it to be, and I can't click to Felix's. Wish I could. There we go. So that's how you swap out your spirits and change your skins. So we have our spirits, we know how to equip them. What do they do? Well, spirits are our guides in this world. This is a world survival game. You must survive the elements of the world. You know, there's weather, there's falls, there's boulders, there's all kinds of stuff. So these boards will help you get started in understanding what some of the abilities are. The first things you're going to get are the climb and speed spirits. Rhneock is your climb spirit. The climb spirits will help you not suffocate when you get up really, really high. This won't come into play until you start getting in the snowy areas right now. It will also help protect you from being blown away during windy weather. And it can help you in some areas that may be a little slippery, like some steep surfaces, things like that. So if you're struggling to walk up or jump up to an area, try equipping your climb spirit and see if that helps. The other one is speed spirit, which is going to be Foxvik, that little pink thing that you get at the beginning, and then there are others as well later on in the game. This helps you move faster. This is convenient if you're like me and you just hate going slow. And there are also situations where speed is going to be your friend. Speed can help you get over some holes, some cracks and crevices, can help you get away from dangerous weather faster, among some other uses that you'll find. And I do recommend that as you progress and you get faster speed spirits, please don't neglect that sometimes the slower speed spirit is going to be better, because sometimes that high speed spirit, when you get the going and you do a jump, sometimes you could miscalculate and jump a little further than you intended and die horribly. You'll also notice as a new player that along the main path that a new player will take is you'll see some of these boards that will recommend what kind of spirit is needed for the path ahead. As you get a little further up, you'll start noticing that it's just the symbol and they're not going to tell you exactly what's needed. So pay attention to these as you're progressing on the main path when you are just starting out in the game. So this here is recommending a climb spirit. As you can see, as I'm going up here, I'm using a climb spirit and I'm not falling off. If I use a different spirit, I just slip right off. See, it's very, very slippery here. But if I use a climb spirit, I'm okay. Another thing to be aware of that I will probably reiterate a few times is that there are dangers absolutely everywhere. Again, this is a world survival game, and as you can see right now, it is raining in game. The weather down here in the bottom right at this time is lightning. I actually have a chance to get struck by lightning, and there is a death message for that, along with all of the other deaths. As you can see in here, the creators have a sense of humor. So we're gonna go, oh no, I was gonna say I'll show you the death screen, but hold on, I tripped. No, get out. Alright, here we go. Whee! Let's fall to our death. And I died. The world is dangerous. Watch your step. You just discovered the fastest way down. And our death message is, Witchy Cat Lady didn't listen to Newton's law of universal gravitation. I like this one. I wanted to try acupuncture and failed. That's actually my death message from a competition. So you'll notice that there's a lot of death messages in here. Some of them are actually competition winners from the Discord server. Another good reason to get into the Discord is that we hold fun competitions. Sometimes it's art, sometimes it's things like death messages. It can be all kinds of stuff. So just to clarify, these abilities, by the way, they are passive. You don't have to click a button or anything to enact them, as you saw when I was working on the leaves. So having a climb spirit out behind me gives the ability to climb better. Having a speed spirit out behind me, as soon as I equip it, gives me the ability to go faster. I don't have to do anything extra to utilize their abilities. And as you've noticed, in addition to some of the other dangers, fall damage is a thing. So don't go yeeting yourself off unless you actually want to get hurt. So fall damage, whee! As you notice, I tumbled and took quite a hit. And it's not just for funnies. Well, it actually is for funnies. But there is a badge, actually, called Clumsy. So after about, I think it's 1,000 deaths, you get the Clumsy badge. And that actually comes with a title. I haven't earned that one yet. I will have a video on more of the badges and titles at another time. Most of them are earned just by doing the basic quests. So if you really want to make sure that you get as many as absolutely possible, you know, look for my video upcoming. Somebody else probably has a video about some of the badges and titles. And again, you can always go into the Discord to search and ask. So I was going to leave this for you guys to figure out, but somebody suggested that I should put it in here. So I'm putting it in here just because it's probably a good idea. But as you will see, you will encounter falling boulders periodically throughout the game. This again is one of your hazards. You will get crushed. You will die. So the common method for getting past these is to just hug the wall, and I didn't hug the wall right and I died. But don't do what I just did and run right into the boulder. You're going to want to hug the wall, preferably with a climb spirit, they say, and just get through there as fast as possible. There is a pattern to them falling. If you watch for that, that's usually what I do. I watch for the pattern and then I just grab a sprint spirit and just book it. So there's always more than one way to deal with a hazard in this game. One thing you will want to know early on, by the time you get to Mountain Village and start doing some quests, you'll start learning and picking up about a light and dark path. There will be a point where you will have to choose your Master of Spirits quests to be either the light path or the dark path. If you want the dark path, you will go ahead and take Naya's offer when she pops up on screen with her proposal. Once you do that, there's not really any going back. This does not affect your ability to get all of the spirits. No matter which path you choose, light or dark, you can still get all of the spirits that are in the game. I chose dark path and I have all of the spirits that there are to get. These two are just not released at the time of this recording. So if it's not that big of a deal to you and you just, don't really care, or, oh, I picked one instead of the other, don't worry about that affecting your ability to get all of the spirits. That's not going to happen. You can still get everything. It will affect your storyline a little bit. So if you pick to help Naya, then you'll be a dark one. And you'll have some additional side quests later on in the game that will be specific to her. The Master of Spirits Light is going to be Cammy up here in Mountain Village. That loaded really slow, so you guys get to see a black screen and some snow there for a second. Cammy is up here. She is our Master of Spirits for Light. Now, both actually give you the same quest, so that's not an issue either. Whether you pick light or dark is not going to matter as far as your questing. You basically get the same quest or the equivalent thereof. There will be some differences in titles and badges, so if you pick the dark path, you're not going to get Lightbringer, because that one is very specific for the light path. And if you pick light path, you will not get dark one, because that one is specific to the dark path. And same for their equivalent badges. If you are interested in knowing what all of the badges are, again, that is back out on the Roblox game page. If you scroll down on the About section, you will see all of the badges in here. And again, most of these come from the quests that you will get just playing the game and getting all of the quests. Some of them are a little bit different. Some of them are secrets. Some of them require a little bit more of a challenge of digging around. But most of them are in gameplay. Again, if you have more specific questions on the badges, hang out and wait for my other video. There will be some additional side quests throughout the game that, while they do not affect your main Master of Spirits, whether it's light or dark, you will have an option to choose a light or dark option during that side quest, such as do I poison the water supply or do I tell somebody about it? That kind of stuff. Again, that just affects your story. It doesn't affect your ability to get the things that you will need to do the game. Some other things that you'll want to know pretty early on. Question comes up almost right away. Most players figure out how to get the Arden Jungle pretty quick, because it kind of walks us up there. We just walk across a bridge and boom, we're in Arden Jungle. Well, they need to know how to get the Moon Rock, because that is your main path, going from Arden Village to Arden Jungle to Moon Rock, and then going throughout this main path to go up to Mountain Village, and then there the peak. That's your main path throughout the game. A lot of new players get stuck trying to figure out how to get to Moon Rock. While I do have a video up somewhere, again, check my playlist for tips, tricks, tutorials. If it's not in there, check my other Spirit Guides playlists. But I do have a video showing how to unlock many things. I'm going to show you how to go ahead and unlock Moon Rock now, as well as the Caverns and Broken Crown. I'm just getting me some spirits here because I don't want to fast travel back down there. I'm going to soar back down there. Let me just go ahead and equip Rhneock, since that is what most new players will be using, especially when they're trying to get to Moon Rock, unless you've had the fantastic encounter with a star creator who granted you Felix, which was the one you see me walking around the most. I absolutely love Felix. She's so pretty. But to get to Moon Rock, you're going to start in Arden Jungle. And by this point, you're able to fast travel to Arden Jungle. So head there. Now, the gameplay is going to guide you across these rocks to go up those slippery leaves. You can go there. I'm going to give you a fast tip. Go up this tree branch. I absolutely hate the leaves and I will avoid them at all costs. Use your climb spirit to get up here. You're going to want to spam this jump button because Rhneock is only a climb 1, but you can get up here as you can see. And then you're going to want to go through the jungle. So go to your map and you'll see that Moon Rock is, so if that's north and that's west, so you're going to want to go northwest to get up there, which is, we'll look at our compass that way. I'm going to equip my fastest speed spirit. This is zip speed 5 just to make this faster, but you'll have Foxvik. So if you just go straight over this way, you'll see that, okay, I'm at a wall and there's a lot of water. This is actually a great place to get over to Moon Rock so you don't get lost in the jungle. Go around this huge body of water. Once you get here to this part, as you can see, I climbed up with my climb spirit. And I'm going over this way. And there's a little bridge right there going back to the jungle. We're going to walk across that and we're going to go up this rock over here. You can parkour up however you want. Again, there are multiple ways to do everything in here. You can get to places in so many different ways. I absolutely love it. But going through the main path, I do recommend the climb spirit just because wind can come in and it helps you from slipping so much. So right here is, see, it got windy as soon as we hit Moon Rock. Right here is your fast travel location to Moon Rock. So I know it doesn't line up with the words, but that's where we are. And then as you're progressing through the game, this is actually the main path you want to be on. As long as you don't stray from it, you won't get lost going up to Mountain Village. And once you've progressed and unlocked different places, if you fall, you don't have to start all the way down in Arden Village. You can just fast travel to the locations that you were last at so that you don't have so much walking to do. And as you notice, there are shortcuts like I'm taking there. If this is your first time through, definitely stay on the path. Going into Necro Garden, by the way, is absolutely beautiful. So I definitely recommend. There is a better cave in there that is so pretty. Another thing you'll want to know early on, there are multiple climb spirits. You will get Chirpippi by doing quests up in Mountain Village. See, Chirpippi, that's not Chirpippi. See, Chirpippi. Chirpippi is so adorable. And this is a better climb spirit so that you can climb higher. You don't slip as much. You can traverse some steeper terrain. And Chirpippi can get you to pretty much everywhere on the map that you need to go. What Chirpippi cannot do is survive all the way up here to the point of the peak where we cannot teleport. You will suffocate. That is an actual thing. Let me go up there and show you. So to save myself the trouble of climbing all the way up in some time, I'm showing you that suffocation is an actual danger. You can see here, I do not have a climb spirit equipped. Climb spirit equipped. My health is fine. It is not screaming at me. No climb spirit equipped. Warning right down here, I am suffocating. And I will suffocate this high up. Your climb spirit will protect you from suffocating. As you reach different heights, you'll need different climb spirits. So Rhneock can actually work here. Chirpippi works here. Your climb 3s work here. Rhneock will not work past the ladder. Chirpippi will not work past a certain point on the peak, probably around about there. But climb 3 spirits, we have Castlaw, which is so cute. Look at the little anteater looking guy. And we have Slycant, the dragonfly scorpion. That's what it looks like to me. It looks like a dragonfly scorpion. But all of these you can get very early on by going to Broken Crown. And initially, this is not a place you can immediately fast travel to. It is a bit of a puzzle to get in here. There are actually a few ways to get in here. So one of the ways that I actually found first was down here in Arden Village. So you can parkour up and around, all the way up and around, and tumble down in. One of the other ways, which is actually the fastest way, if you want to get it really, really quick, is to go all the way up here from Arden Village. And you'll see around, I think we could have taken a spot there, but I'm going up right here. Down here you see a little cave. And in this little cave is a flower. Now, again, if you don't care that your storyline is dark, if you don't care that your storyline is a mix of light and dark, go ahead and destroy the flower. This is the dark side of this side quest. It does not affect your Master of Spirits. That will get you in very quickly. The other way is going through Shattered Lands. Shattered Lands is unlocked through going through the jungle. You're going to need a vision spirit to get that. Unless you meet a developer and get Nopri, the first vision spirit that you're going to get is going to be one that is in here hiding from me. Where are you? Pharlator. I actually like Pharlator. Pharlator is really cool. But when we equip a vision spirit, things that are not seen become seen. And this will be things like paths. See, I don't have my vision spirit. And then equip the vision spirit, and there is a secret path that I could not see before. The vision spirit is good for a few other side quests, as well as some main quests. You will need the vision spirit. So if you find yourself in a place where you're like, wow, I can't figure this out, try equipping a vision spirit and looking around a bit and see if that helps. But going through Shattered Lands, you will get over here and you will see this huge long bridge. This is the light path version of getting into Broken Crown. So if the path choices are important to you, take the bridge from Shattered Lands into Broken Crown, or parkour up and around. That'll get you into on the light path. If you want the dark path, go break that flower. In this video, I'm not going to show you every single one, but let me show you the caverns really fast. Let me show you how to first find the caverns. So we're going to start in Arden Village, and we're going to follow this main path up here. And while your fastest one, if you're really early on, is going to be Foxvik, or it might be Hoqil if you find the first secret science experiment. Hoqil is a speed 2. If you want to know about the secret science experiments and how to get Hoqil, go to my playlist and look for Secret Science Experiment number 1 in the Spirit Guides, Tips, Tricks, Tutorials. That's how you're going to get Hoqil. But let's go up here. We're taking this path here, and when you get here, you have 2 paths to take. Going this way will take you to Arden Jungle. We're going to go the other way. Don't step on that, you will die. There's a death message for that, by the way. But you're going to go up this way, and this will help you unlock the caverns. When this game first came out, this path did not exist. It exists now, and it's so much less painful to take than the way we unlocked it originally, just parkouring over. Soar spirits were our friend. But this is the cavern. And if you don't have an illumination spirit, you can't get in. If you want to unlock it early, sometimes hugging up to it really close will let you unlock it. That's actually how I unlocked it the first time. I didn't have an illumination spirit yet. But your illumination spirits are going to be Puraak, which you'll get from doing Master of Spirits. You get that one later in the Master of Spirits quests. Earlier on in the Master of Spirits, you get Nooksarxh. Or if you want to get in there really early, go for Remrom. Remrom is from a secret side quest, and which of course comes with a badge. See, once I have an Illumination Spirit equipped, I can enter the Caverns. We need an Illumination Spirit in the Caverns because it's dark in here. See, if we take our Illumination Spirit away, it gets really dark really fast. We need it to see, but Remrom comes from the Midnight Escort. Where is that? Well, actually, I've got videos on that too. Another spirit you will want pretty early on, as soon as possible, is going to be your Swim 1, which, hello, where are you? Phertruth. Let's equip that so you can see what that looks like. Because, as I've said, there are dangers everywhere. Swim spirits are the only way that you're going to survive being in the water. I cannot even touch the water without dying if I don't have a swim spirit on, and I will die pretty quick. So we have to have a swim spirit if we're going to be in the water. So to get Phertruth, there is going to be a quest paper around in here. This is for supply run. Grab that early on. The first time you come into Arden Jungle, grab it, because that's going to send you to some campsites, which are going to be like these up here. So as you're going through the main path for the first time, you can go ahead and take care of the supply run quest. Stack that up, get it done, get your swim spirit. And then as soon as you get your first swim spirit, you can go get swim 4 at Lower Mirror Lake. So as we come through, it's right there, and all you have to do to activate the quest is click on the ship, and then you will find the quest over here in your quest journal. And that quest is called Lost Treasure, by the way. Another spirit you'll want to get pretty early on is Astron. This is a Soar III. Clipping my climb spirit because I'm on the peak. And you'll get that from the Frozen quest, which is here on Paladin Peak. And you know what? You guessed it. I have a video on that as well. So if you go to my playlist for tips and tricks, I will walk you through exactly how to get that. You will be going up this ladder, and there is a path over there, up that way, but you'll parkour. Well, you know what? The game decided for me, but you're going to parkour around the side there. And there will be a frozen wall that you'll click on to get the quest. Wow, my head is really rolling. Look at that. But again, I have a video on the Frozen quest. And again, that's in the tips, tricks, tutorials playlist that will be at the end. And I will put that in the description. And, oh, there. I finally landed. My gosh. But your Soar Spirit is going to be your friend. Shappvalp will start giving out. Actually, right about there, probably. I probably got a little lucky. Shappvalp doesn't soar for very long. But Astron soars for much longer, and you could actually fall a little bit further. Vouni, that you've seen me using, is the other soar currently in game. This one is not obtainable until later in the game. So this is not a beginner's thing. Some people do get it in a glitch, but we're not going to talk about that glitch because the glitch is going to get fixed. I've been asked to add, there will be a quest at some point, and it comes from those in Mountain Village, where you will be asked to save Adora or get the treasure. Choosing one over the other doesn't affect anything. If you choose the treasure over saving Adora, it does not cause you to lose anything at this time, but you will get a badge called Darkness. I chose to save Adora and ended up getting the treasure later. So if you chose one and you want to choose the other, don't freak out. One thing to talk about is Wisps. I'm going to get my name out of the way. Wisps are the in-game currency, and as you can see, I have some that show up periodically when I click on the shop. But Wisps are the in-game currency. You can use them to buy many of the skins that do cycle through every now and then. Here lately, it's been probably about every few months. That could change to be more frequent at some point. Skins that were in will return at some point. And again, these are just skins. This is not anything that affects your gameplay. And as you can see, some are Robux. You can also use Wisps to buy some of these titles in here. they're fun. It's nothing you have to have. And there are also auras. Some are earned through the gameplay with quests. Others you can buy for Wisps. So here's one. I can buy it for Wisps. I personally don't use the auras just because a whole lot of them are potential migraine triggers for me depending on the day and what other triggers I've had. But they are an option. You can unequip them if you want to, and I clicked the wrong thing. The Arden aura isn't bad. Again, I choose not to have the auras, so I don't spend my wisps on those. I spend them on spirit skins. But you can get wisps by doing quests as well as finding chests around the map. Some of them are near the main path. The rest you're going to have to wander off to get. The chests also, by the way, do not respawn. They are a one-time use after claiming them, but they are all over the map. And when the game updates to add things, they add in more chests, and chests will be in different sizes. Larger chests will have more wisps. And that's part of why it's okay and encouraged to explore off the main path. I just recommend stay on the main path until you've come up to unlock Mountain Village. That way you have all of the main areas unlocked, because you can then unlock other areas by teleporting. So like Necro Garden, I can go back to Necro Garden at any point, and at some point around in here I can see the Crimson Woods, which is way up there. Those trees over there, I do believe. Okay, most importantly, take things slow. Especially at first. As you can see, there are obstacles everywhere. There are lots of things that can get you turned around. Go slow, especially when you're still doing your main path. That way, you stay on the main path, don't get lost. You get your things unlocked that will help you with fast travel and help you with your gameplay. Again, this game is not pay to win. Anything in here that is Robux is only as a cosmetic, a luxury, and I totally clicked on all of the wrong things. Like some of the spirit skins are Robux. They're just a skin that's not a spirit. There is no spirit behind a paywall. There is nothing that affects your gameplay behind a paywall. And there never will be. DV has said that he is not going to make this a pay-to-win game. There are some other things that sometimes you can buy in here for Robux. I just really keep hitting the wrong buttons, don't I? So up here right now, and this could change, there's a little UGC item. So this little Foxvik that I have on my shoulder, you can buy here in game. And I can't show you how much it costs. I think it's like 60 Robux or something. That is there if you want to help support the game and get a cute little Foxvik buddy to take with you into other experiences. There have been limited UGCs in here. 2 of these on my back, the Loot and the Lantern. And speaking of the Lantern, there is a Crimson Lantern quest that you will get very early on. Don't fret about that too much right away. You will have that sitting up there for you. You cannot do that until you've gotten a Climb 3 spirit. I mean, you can do it with a Climb 2, but you have to know shortcuts. So get a Climb 3. You're going to have to do a timed summit. And what that is, so a summit is getting from Arden Village all the way up to, there's a crystal at the top of Paladin Peak. And I'll find a screenshot to show you what the crystal looks like because I'm not walking all the way up there. So you will have to do it timed for this quest. And that doesn't mean you have to sprint and break the record and get on the leaderboard. It just means you have to have it timed. What I recommend doing is once you get the quest to go from Arden Village to Mountain Village, I think you have to do it in like 30 minutes or something like that. Go ahead and go over here and hit the timer to start your timer for a timed summit. Because once you complete the quest to go from Arden Village to Mountain Village, you will then get a quest to go from Mountain Village to Paladin Peak in, it's like 45 minutes, I think. And you will get that quest up here. So while you're here, the timer will already be running. It's not running right now because I did a fast travel. You'll get your quest to go to the peak and you can just head straight up. And then that way you get your quest done for going to the peak, and you also get the quest done for the Crimson Lantern. And while you won't get a UGC one for that now because the limiteds are sold out, you will get an in-game one that will give you this lovely passive ability to help you survive freezing weather. It does not stop the freezing weather, but it does significantly reduce it to the point where you actually have time to either get down out of the weather to safety or complete your summit. So we are near the end of this, and I have some additional questions that I've put in here after I did this whole Word document that I still just kind of jumped around on. I am so sorry. Chapters and timestamps will be our friend. So somebody asked, what counts as cover for lightning? Like a rocky outcrop, things like that. So really anything that you can get under. Arden Jungle is probably a good example. I swear there's always lightning here. So getting under a shelter like this will protect you. Getting in here will protect you because, you know, lightning's coming down to smite you. So you're going to want to be under something. Just FYI, under a branch like this, it will still get you. So get under a tent, get in a cave, something like that. There's not a ton of safe spots, honestly. Oh, how did I just get up there with a speed spirit? Man, I am won the game with that one today. I don't normally do that. But there's not a ton of safe spots in the jungle from lightning, and that is part of the challenge. But if you are out in the wide open, that's going to increase your chances of getting hit by lightning. How long does weather last from start to finish? It is completely random. It is random when it ends, it is random when it starts. It could be back to back the same weather for a while. And again, that's part of the challenge of the world's survival, is managing the weather and the elements and the terrain. How can you protect yourself from freezing? I mentioned that when I mentioned the Crimson Lantern. You cannot protect yourself from freezing at all. The best you can do is go down to a safe spot or hurry up and get where you need to go to get away from the freezing weather. Having the Crimson Lantern, either the UGC item or completing the Crimson Lantern quest, will help you survive the freezing. Is this game actively updated and supported? Yes. We do not have a massive update right now simply because the devs are focused on finishing up another game that DV is working on, but they are here. We do have most of the first round of the main quests in. J Squire does give us activities to do in here periodically to hunt things like flowers. The winter event was a whole lot of fun with ornaments and deliveries. That was really fun. I enjoyed that. And he has plans to add in some more. They're fun. They're not required, but they are a lot of fun. Is it supported? Absolutely. Through players, devs, the moderators, they are very active in keeping this a supported and safe community, along with us content creators. Is there a way to hide the chat window? Yes. So as you notice, the chat window is down here on the bottom. It's still a button up here at the top. Should be both the same for PC and mobile. Can health regenerate over time, or are potions required? Your health will not regenerate over time. It's just not going to happen. You can regenerate your health using health potions, which I have none of because I accidentally used them. You only get health potions through quests at this time. The other option is Staarguren the Heal Spirit, which is the reason you want to get into the caverns as fast as possible. Okay, that's a friendly one. Staarguren, stop it. Staarguren comes out of the caverns. So the faster you can get an Illumination Spirit to get into the caverns, the faster you get Staarguren. Staarguren is your heal spirit. Let me take some damage and show you that really fast. So let me equip Staarguren that has boundary issues. And you will see that my health is going up gradually. This is another one of your best friend spirits. Now this is only a heal 1. So there could be more in the future that maybe heal a little bit faster. I don't know. Maybe. Okay. Mogie let us borrow Foxvik at the beginning. I feel guilty using another spirit. Can we give it back? No, you can't give Foxvik back. Foxvik is still useful. There are going to be times where you need or want a speed spirit, and even when you get faster ones, there will be times that you're going to want a slower one, either because of the terrain or because, you know, maybe you want to help somebody else out that only has Foxvik, and if you're going a whole lot faster than them, it's going to be hard for them to keep up. The Foxvik UGC in Arden Village, does it rotate out, or can they be bought at any time? Right now, Foxvik is the only permanent UGC. There is another one, and I again clicked on the wrong icon. Up here in the shop, in the skins, there was another that is in here. There is this one here right now, the Candy Zixian. You will get a skin as well as a shoulder UGC for that. There is also a pirate Rhneock. Is there a way to toggle sprint? Yes. On the PC, you have to press and hold the shift button, which I know can be a pain because, you know, my little pinky gets tired too. On mobile, there's a toggle over here, but at this time, there's no permanent toggle on for the PC. I don't know if that's something they plan to add. Usually a lot of games for PC just have hold sprints. Some of them are really torturous and have us hold control, but thankfully it's just hold shift for PC here in this game. And before we end, another thing real quick. There is a fun game pass, the Announcer Game Pass. This will support the game and give you a fun announcement when you join the games. I actually own it. Let me scroll in the chat and find. So whenever I join, whatever title I have equipped will give a system message in the chat box showing that I am here, and it will reflect on any title that you own. So all you have to do is just equip the title, and it will show up when you join a server. I think it's fun. I think it's funny. I've sparked life into a few servers just by popping in with different titles equipped. They're like, what's that? And then it gets everybody talking, and it's fun. I think we have just about covered everything to get you started like a pro. So I think our Ultimate Beginner's Guide is done at this point. It is definitely not a full tutorial. There are still a lot of things throughout the game, but this will get you started. Do check out my playlists for other information, other gameplays, other quests. I will be getting more quests up. I did not record all of them early on, but I am going to be sending an alt through to record all of those quests that I can get. I might have to do it a couple of times because there are some for dark, some for light, but we'll get it. Until then, if you have questions, remember you can join the Discord server and ask questions. We do have a channel in there where all of the content creators can put their videos. And I think we're going to wrap it up here. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys in game or another video. Bye.